And I'm sorry I'm going to have to ask you the wrestling question again, but please shoot it down, please. Damon Martin here in Chicago with CM Punk. Punk, let me start here with obviously a question you've been answered a million times this week, which is about the trial. Are you glad it's over, and how much did it, affect you during that last week? Because, you're weight cutting, you're trying to get your final strategy. How much of a distraction was it?
Distraction's kind of a weird word, because I think there's like a negative connotation. Like it distracted me, but it also somehow made me funnel my focus when it was time to train, and in like those short training sessions before and after I was in court all day were just like straight and to the point and exactly what they needed to be leading up to fight week anyway. So, maybe overall everything made me a little bit more tired, but again, it made me mentally stronger. I've said this, and I don't think it's offensive, but I don't want to offend anybody. A teammate of mine, Bilal Muhammad, trains and fights during Ramadan. He fasts, sun up to sundown, and he is still one of the most dedicated guys in our gym. What am I doing? Oh, I thought you were handing me something. I was like,
don't worry about it.
It's candy. I'm sorry. And I draw inspiration from a guy like that. It's like, man, how do you do that? And I've been getting the question, like, how did you do that? You just do it. You just kind of. I mean, how does anybody do anything? They were both things that I needed to do, so I did. And it didn't really hinder me. I honestly felt like it helped me out a little bit.
Do you think it helps you more? I mean, obviously the verdict went your way, so the mood, I gotta imagine, is better than it went for you versus the other way.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really have any headspace for what happens if you lose. You could approach it exactly like a fight, and I think I did. Like, I was supremely confident. All I had to do was take the stand and tell the truth, So I had that behind me, and it's just like walking into the cage, I'm confident I'm going to win, and I did.
You've, after the trial's over, everyone immediately says, well, he's got WWE out of the way. When is Punk going to go back to wrestling? Now, I know you're a dedicated fighter. You spent the last year and a half getting ready to come back for a second fight. What is the future of CM Punk in wrestling? Is there a future of CM Punk in wrestling?
No. That's it. I feel like I'm an honest guy. I open up a lot to the media. And I'm brutally honest, and I'm introspective, and I think a lot of people will give you shorter answers, and I tend to talk. And now when I talk, I speak so honestly that people find these little things that they can kind of latch onto, where they either get super furious that I said that I can't watch but 8 seconds of wrestling. Like, well, why are you mad about that? Can you watch a bad movie? Like, am I going to get furious at you because you can't sit through a bad television show? It's like people just need to shut the fuck up and worry about them, make sure their house is in order before they start picking on other people. I don't want to wrestle anymore. I didn't want to wrestle for 5 years, and the trial is behind me, and it's just like, how many times can I jump these hurdles and finally be like, look, man, guys, it's over, it's done, it's great.
What about this fight? Because you did kind of stay out of the spotlight since September 2016 for the most part. Didn't do a lot of interviews, just stayed focused on training. Was that a conscious decision just to focus on training and not even really talk about fighting?
Absolutely. I felt, obviously, I knew I was going to be here. This is the time, fight week. Your obligations are to do media and things like that. I'm not obligated to do it while I'm training. I don't like when people watch me train. That's excluding friends and family and friends at the gym and whatnot. Like, it's not like I'm doing these one-on-one sessions all the time, but there's no reason to. I think there needs to be an air of mystery. The less footage there is of you sparring, why are you going to let people watch you spar? I get it. There needs to be countdown show footage and all that stuff, and that's fine and that's great. And there's a time and there's a place for it. But I enjoy going radio silent, so to speak. You know, I think it's kind of good for the soul. You know.
Do you look at this as do or die for you in terms of your fight career? Do you feel like you have to get a win to prove to people you belong here and keep going?
Yes and no. I think I look at everything like do or die. People have lost more than 3 in a row and they don't get cut. But I don't look at it in terms of that. I'd say the same thing I said to Dana the day after my first fight is, hey, if you cut me, I get it. It's a business decision. I'm not going to take it personally, but just so you know, I'm going to go fight somewhere else.